Archangel Michael says, a powerful stirring in the unseen world is trembling toward you, and the energy feels heavier with each passing moment. The air around you is trying to whisper something ancient, something vital, but it seems to slip just beyond your conscious grasp. There is a forgotten piece of your destiny waiting, hiding in plain sight, and it is urgent you remember it before the window closes. Every sign around you has been shifting quietly, nudging you toward a memory tucked deep within your spirit. Even the faces of strangers seem to carry a hidden familiarity, like they are actors in a scene that you wrote long ago but abandoned unknowingly. The vibration of your soul has been quickening lately, and it is no accident that certain words, places, and sensations feel magnified beyond reason. Archangel Michael says, you are being guided with unseen hands, touched with whispers of urgency, pulled by a sacred magnetism toward something buried in the folds of your forgotten promises. It is not by mistake that sleepless nights have returned, nor that unexplained surges of emotion grip you when you least expect it. The divine is awakening an ancient agreement you made before you were born, and time is running thin for you to complete it. You may have brushed off the oddities, the missed appointments, the lost keys, the sudden recollections of old dreams, but these are clues, not inconveniences. The signs you are ignoring are actually urgent calls from a higher realm, flashing red, desperate to bring your attention back before you drift too far. Even the smallest missteps are pulling at the thread of something important, something that could change your destiny forever. Your spirit is remembering, even if your conscious mind tries to dismiss it as coincidence. Type Amen to get blessing 444 if you receive this call. There was a sacred vow you made long ago in the silence of another life, and it has come due now. You promised to fulfill a task, to meet a soul, to right a wrong, and the cosmos is growing impatient with your forgetfulness. The signs are not subtle anymore, the intense dreams, the flashes of people's faces you don't recognize, the feeling of being watched when no one is around. The heaviness you sometimes feel on your chest at night is not anxiety, it is the weight of a destiny knocking to be remembered. You are walking closer and closer to a fork in the road, and if you continue to ignore these stirrings, you risk a regret that will haunt more than this lifetime. Archangel Michael says, the angels are trying to reach you through numbers, music, scents, and even random strangers speaking fragments of forgotten truths. You are not crazy, nor are you lost, you are on the cusp of a tremendous awakening if only you dare to notice. You must not disregard the familiar feeling that certain objects or places give you. They are portals back to your promise. A photograph, a street corner, a word overheard in passing, they are not random. Each one is stitched into the map you are being pushed to rediscover with urgency burning across the heavens. Type Amen to get blessing 777 if you feel this ancient pull inside you. Somewhere in your past, you left behind a sacred object, a token, a letter, a small but mighty tool you were meant to reclaim in this very season. You feel a vague ache sometimes when you pass certain doors or touch certain materials. That is not nostalgia, it is a memory gasping for your acknowledgement. What you seek is much closer than you imagine. You simply need to silence your logical mind long enough to hear the whispered instructions. The signs are ramping up because there is a timeline you are meant to intercept, and it is fast approaching. Your destiny isn't lost, but it is slipping if you do not recalibrate your heart and spirit toward the nudges you are receiving. The detours, the strange meetings, the unexpected opportunities, they are divine reroutes trying to deliver you back onto your true path. Archangel Michael says, there is a window of miraculous transformation about to open, but it demands your full, urgent participation. Type Amen to get blessing 999 if you're ready to remember. The way forward is already illuminated, it's your awareness that is still shrouded in fog. The scent of a certain flower, the sound of a melody you can't name, the longing you feel while staring at the night sky, these are not random aches. They are anchors, pulling you toward the task you once accepted and now must complete to unlock a chain of blessings you cannot yet fathom. Do not fear the intensity of what you are feeling. It is better to tremble under the weight of awakening than to sleep forever under the spell of forgetfulness. A major turning point is hidden in these strange moments you keep dismissing, and your very future hinges upon your ability to heed them now. Your dreams are beginning to unravel the truth you tucked away. Pay attention to names you hear in dreams, to the words written on imaginary letters, to the strange but familiar places you visit while sleeping. They are not dreams at all. They are spiritual summons disguised as nighttime stories, and they are filled with clues to your next divine assignment. Type Amen to get blessing 555. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, some of you are closer to a breakthrough than you realize, but you are one forgotten memory away from missing it. That urgent feeling when you wake up, that tug in your chest when you pass certain places, that random tear that falls without understanding, they all matter. Heaven is not being subtle because time is thinning, and you are standing at the doorway of something so much bigger than your mind can hold right now. There is an invisible thread connecting you to a person you have not yet fully met. You may have crossed paths once, maybe only in passing, but your souls recognized each other instantly, even if your minds were too busy to notice. This person holds a key to your next chapter, and they, too, are receiving signs that are becoming impossible to ignore. The cosmic clock is ticking louder. You will soon find that delays, missed connections, and sudden reroutes are divinely orchestrated to thrust you into collision with your true destiny. There is a grace unfolding even in your frustration. Each inconvenience is actually aligning you with an ancient promise calling you by name. Type Amen to get blessing 222 if you trust this journey. You are not late, you are being recalibrated. Every lost moment, every detour, every heartbreak was simply folding you inward so that you could unfold now at the perfect moment. But make no mistake, the hourglass is almost empty, and hesitation could cost you a magnitude of blessings intended for your life. Your intuition has been screaming in subtle ways, a tightening in your chest when you speak certain words, a deep calm when you consider certain choices. These are not ordinary reactions, they are divine alignments coded into your body to help you navigate the unseen maps. Your heart knows what your mind refuses to accept. You are remembering your true path piece by sacred piece. Archangel Michael says, a celestial alignment unseen by human eyes is pressing on your soul, pushing you gently but firmly toward a rediscovery of your forgotten task. This is why even small missteps feel heavier now. The spiritual margin for error is narrowing. The universe is conspiring not against you, but for you, shaking you awake because too much is at stake to let you continue sleepwalking. Type Amen to get blessing 888 if you feel the calling rising. There will come a moment, very soon, when all the forgotten pieces snap back into place like a completed puzzle. You will gasp at how obvious it suddenly seems, and you will wonder how you could have lived so long ignoring what was right in front of you. But you will also be flooded with grace, for heaven delights more in your awakening than it grieves your delay. There is a physical object tied to your mission that you must recover. It may be a ring, a book, a document, a token handed down through bloodlines, but it holds the energetic imprint of your agreement. You will know it by the way it makes your heart race when you touch it, the way time seems to blur when you gaze at it. The key to your next destiny door is already vibrating closer to your field. You may even feel tingles in your hands when you think about your purpose, or sudden head rushes when you imagine another way of living. These are not accidents, these are activations, and you must walk boldly toward them. Type Amen to get blessing 111 if you're ready to claim your key. The signs are no longer patient, and neither should you be. The angels are aligning strangers, conversations, and unexpected invitations to pull you toward your next, necessary awakening. Your spirit is stronger than the fears you have accumulated along the way, stronger than the doubts that have clung to you like shadows. Meeting is destined, a meeting that will feel like lightning striking, like a memory unfolding before your very eyes. Someone is waiting for you, not in desperation, but in fulfillment of their own divine promise. You both agreed to find each other again when the time was right, and that time is racing toward you now. There is still time, but not much. The longer you delay, the more convoluted the path becomes, and the more spiritual resources must be diverted to reroute you. It is far easier to surrender now, to lean into the signs and trust that the invisible hand guiding you is incapable of leading you astray. Type Amen to get blessing 000 if you are surrendering your fears. Archangel Michael says, the roads are bending, the stars are shifting, and your soul is being pulled into a divine corridor where the past and the future collide. You will start noticing people mentioning your name even in spaces where you were never physically present. The energy you carry is preceding you because what you have forgotten is far too important to be left dormant any longer. This is why you have been feeling unusually sensitive, restless, and even emotional without clear cause. It is not weakness. It is the vibrations of heaven adjusting your frequency to match the frequency of your divine remembrance. Soon, the weight of confusion will fall away like dust, and you will step boldly into the clarity that was always your birthright. The signs will crescendo until ignoring them becomes impossible. Type Amen to get blessing 171 if you are ready to remember who you truly are. A name will come to you, maybe in a dream, maybe whispered by a stranger, and it will shudder through your spirit like a forgotten chord suddenly struck. This name is connected to the mission you tucked away, a living thread that ties you to a destiny of unimaginable impact. Trust that when you hear it, your soul will respond even if your mind hesitates. Objects will begin to call out to you. You may feel an intense need to visit an old location, touch a family heirloom, or read an ancient book. These are not whims. They are assignments in disguise, stepping stones guiding you back to your remembered path. The universe is speaking through everything now. Type Amen to get blessing 505 if you feel the invisible pull toward your legacy. The smell of rain on dry earth, the flicker of a forgotten candlelight, the chill in the air when you hear certain melodies, they all carry encoded messages. You are decoding life at a faster rate now because your soul has accelerated its preparations. Even the birds that cross your path, the coins at your feet, the repeating numbers flashing before your eyes, they are heavenly punctuations urging you forward. The next few days will bring a strange but powerful encounter. Someone with eyes that seem far older than their years will say something that triggers a cascade of realizations inside you. This person is not random, they are a soul messenger planted temporarily into your timeline to unlock what you have forgotten. You must be courageous in allowing yourself to remember. The mind will argue, trying to dismiss the miraculous as coincidence, but your heart knows better. The longer you resist, the louder the universe will shout through broken patterns and unexpected chaos. Type Amen to get blessing 303 if you choose to trust your heart over your mind. Archangel Michael says, the invisible realm is rejoicing every time you lean into the mysterious nudges without fear. You are not alone, armies of angels walk with you, moving obstacles and arranging divine appointments for your greatest return. Your forgetting was only temporary, your remembering will be eternal and unstoppable. The season of wandering is ending. You are standing at the threshold of a sacred gate, and once you step through, old patterns will crumble and new life will rush in like a flood. There will be no turning back because everything ahead is aligned with the truest version of who you were always meant to become. There are people who will not understand your transformation. Some will question why you suddenly seem different, wiser, more radiant, but you owe no explanations. Those meant to walk beside you into this new realm will recognize the glow of destiny upon you and follow without resistance. Type Amen to get blessing 424 if you are ready to step boldly through the gate. A place from your childhood, or from a long-forgotten dream, is calling you to revisit it. There is something waiting there, something dormant but alive, breathing with the memory of your sacred promise. When you arrive, you may cry without knowing why, or feel an overwhelming sense of coming home. Trust those emotions, they are not accidents but confirmations. Tears are the soul's applause when it recognizes what the mind cannot yet name. You are being rewoven into the tapestry of your eternal calling, and every step you take toward it releases new blessings into your atmosphere. Expect signs to become almost overwhelmingly obvious as you move closer. Type Amen to get blessing 818 if your heart is open to divine surprises. The forgotten promise inside you has been stirring during your quiet moments. You feel it when you stare too long into the night sky, when you get lost in music that speaks of ancient longing. You feel it in the ache that sometimes clutches your heart when you are alone but not truly lonely. That ache is the keyhole, and your courage to face it is the key. Unlock it now. Dare to stand in the mystery without rushing to define it. You are remembering more with each breath, and heaven itself is holding its breath, waiting for your full awakening. Archangel Michael says, you will be granted visions in the coming days, flashes of possible futures if you choose to answer this sacred call. Some will be dazzling in beauty, others may be humbling in their magnitude. Do not be afraid, you were made for this very moment, and every breath you have taken has prepared you for what is now unfolding. Type Amen to get blessing 919 if you are saying yes with all your being. The threads of time are wrapping around you, weaving moments from your childhood, your ancestors, and even your past lifetimes into one tapestry. The feeling of déjà vu that has been haunting you is not a glitch, it is a breadcrumb trail left by your own soul. Follow it without hesitation, even when the path looks unfamiliar, it is ancient and true. You will begin noticing certain symbols everywhere, feathers, lions, phoenixes, keys, and they are not meaningless. Each symbol carries a message tailored specifically for your soul, a divine telegram meant only for your eyes. Record them, honor them, and allow them to light your way through the fog of forgetfulness. You will also find that conversations with certain people begin to take on a prophetic quality. Simple words will carry double meanings, and your spirit will understand truths that your ears only partially catch. Stay alert, hidden within these exchanges are codes meant to trigger more memories of your sacred assignment. Type Amen to get blessing 606 if you are ready to receive the hidden codes. You are not just walking toward destiny, destiny is sprinting toward you. Every step you take toward remembrance is matched by 1,000 unseen steps rushing from the divine toward your heart. The sacred meeting point is drawing closer, and your soul will recognize it like a long-lost love returned from exile. There is nothing you need to do, except to surrender fully to the unfolding. You do not need to earn this awakening, nor can you force it, you only need to consent to it with the softness of an open heart. The universe is eager, not hesitant. The angels are celebrating already in anticipation of your remembering. Archangel Michael says, the forgotten promise was never truly lost, it was simply waiting for you to grow into the strength to fulfill it. And now you have. Now, you are ready. Type Amen to get blessing 727 if you are ready to rise fully into your remembering. You are standing closer to the divine threshold than ever before, with every breath, every decision pulling you into the center of your sacred remembering. The veil is thinning not just around you but inside you, revealing powers and wisdom you forgot you carried. The very cells of your body are humming in anticipation, preparing to release the codes you sealed within yourself lifetimes ago. You may find yourself staring off into space at random moments, feeling as though another reality is overlapping with this one. That is not imagination, it is your higher senses coming online, reactivating long-dormant parts of your divine memory. You are not becoming someone new, you are returning to someone ancient, someone holy, someone true. The echoes of your soul are calling louder now. Type Amen to get blessing 313 if you are surrendering fully to your soul's call. There will soon be a moment of stillness, a brief and sacred pause, where the noise of the world around you fades completely. In that moment, listen carefully, a message will be planted directly into your heart, one that you must carry into the next phase of your journey. This message will not come in loud words but in a sensation so clear it will feel like breathing pure light. Do not rush this moment, honor it like the rare treasure it is. You have crossed too many deserts, survived too many storms to miss this blooming. Your remembering will not just change you, it will ripple outward and awaken others who are still asleep under the spell of forgetfulness. You are becoming a living torch, igniting paths not only for yourself but for others. Type Amen to get blessing 525 if you are ready to carry the torch. You will notice a great purging beginning. Old habits, relationships, beliefs will fall away like leaves in a strong wind. Do not cling to what is dying, their time in your story has completed, and holding on to them would only weigh down your ascent. Letting go will feel like exhaling a lifetime of burdens, and in that empty space, the truth will rush in. A major spiritual appointment is approaching, a collision of timelines, promises, and soul contracts. You will recognize it because the moment will feel charged, as if even the air around you is vibrating with invisible electricity. It may happen in an ordinary place, a cafe, a street, a gathering, but the experience will be anything but ordinary. Your soul will whisper, "This is it." Type Amen to get blessing 636 if you are ready to meet your divine appointment. Archangel Michael says, a special guide has been assigned to walk beside you for the next season, to ensure you do not miss any more signs. This guide may appear in visions, dreams, or even as a feeling of powerful intuition that grows stronger with each passing day. You are divinely equipped now, shielded, protected, and guided beyond human understanding. You will be given glimpses into what is coming, small flashes of future joys, relationships, victories you are meant to claim. These glimpses are designed not to tease you but to anchor you, to remind you of what waits just beyond the threshold of your remembering. When doubt tries to creep back in, recall these flashes and strengthen your resolve. Heaven is counting on your faithfulness now more than ever. Type Amen to get blessing 414 if you are standing strong in faith. You are being prepared for an unveiling, a revealing of a power and purpose that will astonish even those who thought they knew you. Do not be surprised when people from your past begin to resurface, sensing the shift they cannot explain. Some will return to celebrate you, others will return because they fear the light you now carry. Stand firm. You are not who you used to be, you are not even who you were yesterday. The evolution happening inside you is faster, more potent, more irreversible than anything you have experienced before. Type Amen to get blessing 151 if you are ready to rise above the past. An opportunity will present itself that will seem too big, too risky, too impossible, and yet, your soul will recognize it as yours. It will terrify your mind but electrify your heart, and in that sacred terror lies the purest sign that you must proceed. Fear is no longer your enemy, it is the final veil to tear through before your promise fully births into reality. There is a kingdom within you waking up, shaking off centuries of dust and slumber. This is why you have been feeling disoriented at times, why normal life feels too small to contain you anymore. You are expanding, stretching, remembering, and soon, you will no longer fit into the limitations others once tried to place upon you. Archangel Michael says, even now, the heavens are roaring with joy for your courage. The angels are surrounding you, weaving new protection around your name, your work, your destiny. You are being honored in realms you have not even seen yet, crowned not by human hands but by divine decree. Type Amen to get blessing 737 if you are ready to wear your divine crown. The forgotten mission you once buried under survival and fear is now breaking through the soil of your soul like an unstoppable bloom. You can feel it, can't you? The low hum beneath your skin, the sacred urgency pressing against your ribcage, begging to be unleashed. You are a warrior of remembering, and no earthly power can steal what was written in your spirit by the very hand of God. You will soon see how every delay, every heartbreak, every confusion was not a punishment but a protection. You were never denied, you were only delayed so that the appointed time would be absolutely perfect. And that time is no longer a distant promise, it is thundering toward you now with the force of heaven behind it. The stars themselves seem to shimmer differently when you walk beneath them now. They know. They recognize your awakening, and they rejoice. Type Amen to get blessing 828 if you are walking into your divine season. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not too late. You are right on time. You are standing in the most sacred doorway of your lifetime, and all of creation is watching to see you step through it. And when you do, not only will you change your life, you will change lives you haven't even met yet. This is why it feels so heavy sometimes, why the journey has been so exhausting. Because the weight of destiny is real, but so is the reward. And you are closer now than your mind can comprehend. Type Amen to get blessing 939 if you are ready to claim your full inheritance.